When life knocks you down, and life will knock you down, try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Welcome to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle.
Welcome back to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle. This is going to be a special episode because this is day 35 and I just got home. It's Thursday, but you won't see this until tomorrow on Friday. This is going to be a very short video because I have a lot of unpacking to do. I'm extremely exhausted and I have to go pick up my puppy tomorrow morning as well as go to the doctor for some blood work. So this is going to be a very short video. In my last video, I talked about how you can retire sooner than you think. But in this video, I'm going to give you a quick recap of my 35-day trip, some things that I learned that were good and bad over the whole trip. And then I'm going to show you how to pay 0% interest on the remainder of your mortgage on your home. Someone asked me that question in one of my comments because I said, I pay 0% interest to the bank because I make extra payments. And they said, how do you do that? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. So on my 35-day trip, I visited friends and family. First, I went to visit friends in Southern California in Palm Desert. Then I went to Northern California to visit not only my relatives, but also friends that lived up there, like from high school and where I grew up. Then I went back down to Southern California and spent Thanksgiving on the beach. And boy, was that wonderful, because I was no longer driving to a different city every single day as I had been doing up in Northern California. One of the things that I learned is that some people were not meant to be in my life. I didn't get to see them on the trip, and they are just basically not wanting to be in my life, which is fine, because I found a lot of new friends on this trip that do want to be in my life. And so that's the trade-off, is that I'm okay if someone doesn't want to be in my life. That's totally okay with me. So the other thing that I wanted to say is I had a ton of new experiences. One of them, which I'm really going to get into in 2025, is increasing the cash flow by paying off the mortgage on one of my rentals. Now, that's a rental loan that has multiple properties in it, but I'm just going to call it one rental loan because it is one rental loan, and I'm going to take you on that journey with me as I take all of my available cash and pay it down and either refinance it or just pay it off completely and increase cash flow. But either way, I'm going to increase cash flow in 2025. What I learned about today, which is just brand new, are some ETFs that I can invest in that have very high dividend cash flow. I'll talk more about those in future episodes as I get any free money and invest in those ETFs that have very high dividend cash flow. In this part of the video, because I said this is going to be a very short video, I'm going to share my screen and show you how to look at a mortgage calculator and the amortization table to increase your payments either monthly, make a one-time extra payment, or annually. And this calculator will show you, I'll have the link to the calculator in the description, but this calculator will show you how, based on your interest rate, how much money you owe left on your loan, what you can pay to give the bank 0% interest. And I have learned to hate interest. In this example, I'm going to show you how you can figure out from a $200,000 loan, which is more than what I owe on my house, and a 3% interest rate, which is higher than what I have on my house, how you can figure out how to get rid of the interest on that loan. And I do that by paying off the loan early. So I'm going to show you how I put extra monthly payments. Now you could do annually, and this calculator will do annually, but I'm going to show you how I add monthly payments to figure out how I cut the number of years that I pay on the loan to save the interest on the loan. So as I scroll down, you see that the payment over 30 years is $843.21. And that out of that whole loan, 34% of it, you're actually paying in interest. And so that is your total interest of $103,000 and $554.90. So if you want to not pay that $103,554.90, we have to figure out how many years you have to pay off this loan in order to skip paying that amount. So as you can see, as we go down this calculator, we want to see how many years you have to go to pay off that loan. So let's go back up and look at the amount we're trying to shave off, $103,000. So if we scroll down, we see at year 18, you're shaving off $101,000. So somewhere between year 17 and year 18 is where you want to be. But let's just say that you shave off $108,000 and totally pay zero interest on this loan. Well, we will add money to the monthly amount that you would pay up here with the calculator, and we will just start with, we'll make an estimate of $300 extra per month and see what that does as far as the number of years that we shave off of the loan. So we hit calculate. Now, the confusing part is it says that you will pay $63,324 in interest, but that's not true, because if you come down and you shave off $300 would shave off down to 20 years, so that shaves 10 years off of the loan. We want 17 years. That is what we want to do to pay this off. So we go back up here to the calculator, and we're going to add $450 extra every month and see if we can get that down to the 17 years and see if we can pay this off. Now that gets us to 17 years. If we have paid this off in 17 years, we have effectively saved $108,000 and not paid that to the bank. We can now take that amount of money and invest that amount of money. So you now have effectively paid 0% interest. So I just showed you how I went in and calculated to pay off my loan early to save the amount of money in payments that I would have paid in interest along the way. And then what I'll do is I'll take that amount of money that I saved by paying off the loan early, and I will invest that interest money that I would have given the bank. And that's my goal, is hating interest and not giving anyone any more interest. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for following me on my 35-day jaunt across the country. It is financial freedom, but I am glad to be home. I want to leave you with the quote of the day, which is, to become financially independent, you must turn part of your income into capital. And that's what I do. I'm buying more income. Remember, never let your past determine your future.